Okay, what are we looking at? We're looking at write a linear equation from 2 points. This is 2R9 on your 8th grade IXL. Let's jump right into this question. It says the points 0, 6, and 1, 9 fall on a particular line. What is the equation in slope-intercept form? Write your answer using integers, proper fractions, and improper fractions in simplest form. And it gives us sort of the skeleton of the slope intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. So let me show you how to do this. Let's go ahead and get our marker ready here. Let's put that over here. Okay, first thing you should do on your paper is write out the equation of a line. Y equals mx plus b. Remember, m is the slope, and your b is the y-axis intercept. Y-intercept. I'm just going to shorten it like that. So what we're going to do is we are going to write in what we know. Do we know anything? We don't know the slope. We don't know the y-axis intercept. What we do know is 2 points. So whenever you're given 2 points, you can use what we call the slope formula to find the slope. Remember, the slope formula is y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. If you recall from the previous video, I said what you should do is look at your y values. Which one is bigger? 9 is bigger. So just start over here and go 9 minus 6. Remember, the y2 doesn't mean always the second one. It could be either or. So start with the bigger one. 9 minus 6 is 3. And then do 1 minus 0, which is just 1. So your slope, when you simplify 3 over 1, it's just 3. So we can plug in where it's m, we can now plug in 3 for the slope. Now all we have to do is find b. The way you find b, the y-intercept, is you pick one of these points. Could be either or. What I like to do, anytime I see a 0, I always use the 0. Because the 0 sometimes will get rid of some of the things you're working with. So let's use this. Remember, this is your x, this is your y. So let's plug in this point. We're going to put 0 where the x is, so 3 times 0 plus b. And we're going to put the y value of 6. And then if you solve, see how beautiful this is? The 3 times 0 is 0. So that gets rid of it. It leaves you b and equal to 6. So now you have both things that you need. You have the slope of 3. Plug that in. Slope of 3. And we have a y-intercept, the b value of 6. Let's do another one so we can see that again. If you want to, you can pause it. I encourage you to do that so you can try it and then see if you're right. Okay, so again, let's write our equation of the line. Y equals mx plus b. M is the slope, b is the y-intercept. We don't have either of those, but we do have 2 points. So we're going to use our slope formula, y2 minus y1, all over x2 minus x1. Start with the larger of the y values. 6 is larger, so let's do 6 minus 0, which is 6, over 6 minus 3, which is 3. And 6 divided by 3 is 2. So your slope, your m, is 2. So up here, where our m is, we're going to plug that in. Y equals 2x plus b. Next, we're going to take one of the points. Remember, this has a 0. Let's use that one. So your x value is 3, and your y value is 0. So we're going to put 0 here where the y is. 2 times 3. We're going to put the x there. I like to put it in there so we can see what's happening. So 2 times 3 is 6. So 0 equals 6 plus b. Solve for b. Remember, in algebra, we do the opposite. So we are going to subtract 6 from both sides. This cancels it out. And it leaves you with b equals 0 minus 6 is negative 6. Plug in what? Oh, looks like we blew up our screen here. Let's make it a little smaller. I don't know how that happened, but let's make it a little smaller here. Okay. Okay, I don't know how that happened, but that was weird. All right, and let's just plug in our answers. We know the slope is 2, and we know that the y-intercept is negative 6. Now, be very careful. Since there's a negative sign here already, just type in 6 and click submit.